This is CryptoTube. Welcome back to the channel and back for this second episode in the crypto giveaways. So this Christmas 8 or now 9 devs of Christmas, we have up Colossus XT, the next project on board, and giving away some free coins through this video. So Colossus XT are giving us 250,000 COLX coins to be distributed between 5 winners of each 50,000 coins. In order to actually enter into this competition, you must subscribe to the channel, like this video, so hit that thumbs up down below, leave your COLX wallet address for me, plus a comment about what you like about this project. You are then entered, and winners will be announced between the 26th and the 31st of December. So over to the Colossus XT website, their mission statement: to build a truly decentralized grid platform that caters to the privacy of its users. This is a privacy focused project. It's been around since September of 2017, so it's survived some up and down times in this crypto space, 2 years old, and it can boast 1 million blocks have passed for this project. So it stood the test of time. Obviously, they are a community-driven project. There's a lot of volunteers and people working on this project for little to no pay. Progress has been slow at times, but they are building towards something that I think is going to be very special. And I don't know of many other projects that are actually doing this kind of thing. So we're going to take a look at what they're actually producing today. It's all to do with computing power and having a decentralized marketplace for computing power, so we can sell our unused computer usage over to this grid. So that's going to be called the Colossus Grid. So Colossus is a community-oriented project, energy efficient coin with a strong focus on decentralization, privacy, and real-world implementation. It utilizes the Proof of Stake 3.0 protocol, which is highly energy efficient and has an inclusive community-based governance network, and has a self-funding treasury. So 10% of block rewards go to the treasury, and that's a nice self-funding element they have. A lot of voting on proposals, and obviously the community therefore drives the direction of this project going forward. The goal of COLX is to be an advanced digital currency that is fast, secure, decentralized, private, and connects all of its users for a greater purpose as part of the Colossus Grid. Colossus Grid is an ambitious project that aims to reward individuals for voluntary grid contributions. With this, Colossus X seeks to become a global market for distributed computing power and decentralized storage, all while riding on the backbone of a world-class privacy blockchain. Privacy coins are going to be big in the future. There's interest in them now, but it's not all that huge. But I do feel going forward, we're going to see a real change in the weather in terms of their focus. People are going to be really on privacy coins at some point, and Colossus XT seems to have a lot of good tech in place, such as the ZeroCoin Protocol, and it is having this ARMIS I2P privacy network layer being applied to the full blockchain. We'll jump into their white paper quickly to get some more details. So this is an overview of the coin. There was no ICO, no pre-mine for this project. Massive supply in the billions, over 10 billion, but the units of denomination are then therefore really small. They want to build something that's going to require lots of transactions, and so having a lower number doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. So the Satoshi value, for example, is only 3 Satoshis, but they can transact very, very small fee amounts, and they have this zero fee, making it pretty much affordable to obviously send large transactions. So this is the ground up approach that they've taken. So starting from the bottom, they've got their privacy features baked into the coin itself. They have a secure and private way to utilize the coin. The privacy features and the evolution of the network are the foundation for building the COLX brand. All future COLX features require this solid foundation. Then they're building the marketplace next. So once they have secure and private way for users to utilize COLX, we create the ability to buy and sell items and services using the decentralized marketplace. The decentralized marketplace will allow an avenue for users to buy and sell their unused device resources managed by the grid, all while riding on the backbone of a world-class privacy coin blockchain. And then the grid itself will have a stable marketplace, allowing us to concentrate on building the grid, which will focus on decentralized storage and computer cycle scavenging. So essentially you can sell your maybe underutilized or disused computing power via this marketplace, and you therefore contribute to this overall big grid, like having a supercomputer. There will be a lot of businesses, cybersecurity firms and things that will be interested in this. Could have a lot of potential. The current market conditions in terms of like the private organizations that have supercomputers and stuff, I think the barriers to entry are really high and very costly. So obviously having one built on the blockchain, you're going to save a lot of costs and effectively be able to distribute power to different people. Up next, we'll just pop into the Seesaw algorithm between masternodes and staking rewards. So they have this Seesaw method in place, which ensures that it's always profitable to it's profitable to stake coins and obviously hold your masternodes. There's no real uneven balance. Like sometimes we see huge rewards for masternodes, little for stakers. With this Seesaw distribution, if too many masternodes are online, then more rewards go to the staking side, and therefore encouraging people to stake their coins rather than set up the masternodes, which I think is a good idea and will make the network more decentralized, as you have less big pockets of power with people holding loads of masternodes or pools with a lot of power, for example. This is ZeroCoin Protocol. So ZeroCoin Protocol was actually created by researchers from the Johns Hopkins University of Baltimore, based on the idea that during the chain of transactions in which regular coins are spent, so-called zero coins are minted and spent instead of regular coins, so that the coins in the end cannot be tracked back to their original addresses. So you can't be traced by sending your coins because of the ZeroCoin Protocol. It makes it impossible to tell who these coins went from and to. So that's how they keep everything private, and this is obviously a main fundamental for their blockchain. Colossus Grid, just a little bit more about that then. It will connect devices in a peer-to-peer network, enabling users and applications to rent the cycles and storage of other users' machines. This marketplace of computing power and storage will exclusively run on COLX currency. So obviously empowers the coin itself. The resources will be used to complete tasks requiring any amount of computational time and capacity, or allow end users to store data anonymously across the COLX decentralized network. Today, such resources are supplied by entities such as centralized cloud providers, which are constrained by closed networks, proprietary payment systems, and hard-coded provision operations. So anyone with just a single PC, we could rent out to a larger data center, share our resources through Colossus Grid, and get paid in COLX. So there'll be methods to make money via this marketplace and the grid going down the line. So obviously people like us involved with the network may get on board with this and get rewarded in COLX for doing so. So it seems really interested. I can understand the business use case for this and the type of companies that may want to come and utilize what they're doing. Also to mention, they are a registered business in Wyoming, USA. Obviously, strict regulatory frameworks over in America. The fact that they've been able to register themselves as a legit business is going to help them going forward what they're doing. Obviously, building a lot of computational power, having this big grid, there may be some questions asked by like government authorities and stuff. They're making sure they're on the right side from the get-go and should be in a good position with creating this. Obviously, there should be less hiccups further down the line in a regulatory sense. This is the actual roadmap for 2020 that they've released, which is nice to see for the new year. So this is Armis production release. So that is the I2P layer, and this will be a full integration of the entire network, and that's going to ensure that anonymity and security of the network is actually possible. Non-custodial mobile wallet partnerships come in. They're going to release a second white paper. We're going to have a full Trezor integration as well, so you can safely and securely keep your coins. And then building the marketplace and the actual grid, having an MVP release, having that proof of concept there. So it's going to be a really big year for them, a lot to get through. And this is kind of fluid on the basis that obviously they are limited in their resources and their funding. The treasury is not a huge one. So as we go through the year, things may chop and change depending on like market conditions and stuff. Obviously, if Colossus XT picks up in value a lot, if we hit a bull run, for example, they've got a lot of money from that treasury, then we may see these things being completed quicker than actually expected. They've got quite a lot of partnerships on here as well, which is great because we need partnerships in this kind of environment. It's not a every man for themselves thing, especially in the masternode space. You need to be developing good, strong partnerships and helping each other to reach goals. An interesting one down here on the left is PolisPay. COLX is one of only, I think, 10 or 11 currencies on PolisPay, and through that app you can actually use the cryptocurrencies, so such as COLX, to buy vouchers. You can also, when the cards, they got PolisPay cards coming out, once those are released, you could actually transact your cryptocurrency at an ATM for hard cash, which is obviously a really good method. So this is a good partnership. And lots of these, so Metrics, formerly the Linda team, Calculus, some big names on here, and a lot of masternode hosting and sharing sites, which is good because it just ensures a bigger community and a lot of people are aware of the project and can enter into like shared masternodes and stuff, because a full masternode is rather expensive of all this project. GitHub wise, huge amount of commits, shows you it's a serious project. Obviously they're privacy focused. They've got to make updates all the time, staying up to date with the latest privacy technologies and stuff, as people are always trying to hack and break these kind of industries. Here is the masternode itself. So you require 10 million COLX to run a masternode, currently worth 0.3 of a Bitcoin. ROI 15%, so we're not getting that, you know, inflationary. If that was like 200%, we'd see huge inflation, the price would tank. 15%, a nice fair amount. Currently at 3 Satoshis in value, and the annual income you could receive from that, roughly 0.047 Bitcoin, around $350 at today's market price. Obviously this year they've lost a few markets. Cryptopia was their main one, and CryptoBridge is now closing, so obviously external factors affect businesses in a big way. So going forward, they're going to be looking for obviously new exchanges or someone to take the mantle. Volume, $2,000 per day. Market cap, $2.5 million. Not too bad at all. A micro cap coin, but nonetheless, it's got a good foundation there and a good market cap to really kick on going forward into hopefully a bull run in 2020. Marketplace wise then, COLX, I would imagine the volume on here will pick up now that CryptoBridge is closing, and it could be the number one place to actually trade this going forward, so we'll keep an eye out on the volume on COLX going forward. In terms of places where you can get involved with share masternodes, StateCube would be one that I could recommend. There's almost 10 million coins in the pool at the moment, so maybe they'll open up a masternode at some point in the near future. If you want to get involved over on StateCube, it's a really good place to get involved. And also they have their integrated exchange, where COLX has a good foundation here, if this loads up. So I think the actual daily volume at the moment for COLX, it was around 1 million Satoshis. Yeah, 913,000 Satoshis. So this is probably one of the bigger marketplaces for this coin right now. So if you want to come and trade on here as well, then get involved. Another one, Midas, rates Colossus XT as the 4th best overall rated coin on their site, one ahead of Midas, giving it a 6.0 rating. You can invest on here, and I believe that would be into a shared masternode, and they are having an internal exchange built as we speak, and it should be released within the next few weeks, I believe. So you'll have a place to obviously sell your rewards or buy into it as well. You can actually buy directly with BTC through this as well. So marketplaces are there. Bit of a shift in what's happened with a lot of these centralized exchanges going down, but we've got the shared masternode services providing liquidity now for these projects, which I think is really interesting. So all in all, I think Colossus XT could have a big year in 2020 if it gets the marketplace up and running, and then we start to see the grid with a proof of concept, an MVP release. I think that would be fantastic. Big community behind this one. The team is on the website as well if you want to check out the team. Kind of anonymous in a way because they're showing avatars, but this is a privacy focused coin, so this doesn't really faze me at all. And just a reminder then how to enter the competition to win your share of 50,000 or 250,000 COLX, 50,000 each for 5 winners. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave your COLX wallet address and what you like about this project in a comment down below, and you are entered, and I will get back to you at the end of the month with all the winners. Thank you for watching, guys. Goodbye.